But this is when I first started getting the bumps, other than the tumor on my chest. They started on my chin. But the doctors where I grew up, they didn't know what it was. They just kept saying it's a birthmark, it's a birthmark, and I thought, ooh, okay. But it was not until a new doctor came to Moose Jaw, and she said, I know exactly what you have, and it's a condition called neurofibromatosis, and this is what you can expect.
Neurofibromatosis, as a name, encompasses at least 3 diseases. They're called neurofibromatosis type 1, neurofibromatosis type 2, and schwannomatosis. So each of these are genetic disorders that involve, in most cases, a cell in the body called the Schwann cell, which results mostly in syndromes where there are tumors of particular types that are different for each of the 3 diseases. While these are none of them very common, neurofibromatosis 1 is the most common. They create significant health problems for the patients who have them, and these are chronic diseases, although some of them do end up in malignancies and can be fatal diseases.
One time when I went into just a Medi-Center and a doctor came into the room where I was waiting and she did one of these, like put her hands in the air and shook, and she said, oh my God, what is that all over you? And I said, this is a genetic condition I have called neurofibromatosis. And she said, I've heard about it and read about it, but I've never met anybody. I said, today's your lucky day then, because you get to meet me and this is what it is. And so, but I mean, she had no information, and there's lots of doctors, and Tim and I are on the board here, and so we have contact with lots of individuals in Alberta and Saskatchewan, and they're very frustrated because there is not a lot of doctors who know about it, and then once they know about it, they don't know what to do about it. I have a good family doctor, and it's Tim's doctor as well, and he said to me once, because I said, isn't there a specialist in Edmonton or in Alberta or somebody, or can we help develop one, or can I come and talk to the physicians? And he said, no, there isn't a special. He said, after all, he said, I have another patient with your condition. He was like trying to make a joke, and it was Tim he was talking about. So yeah, my hope, because I always love to hang on to hope, and I have this saying, so if you write NFHOP, and it says, for me it says, never forget the power of having an optimistic perspective every day. Oh, look at those ones up there. And I know that in Toronto they have a neurofibromatosis or an NF clinic that they just started that has specialized people who focus on patients with neurofibromatosis. And I know in BC, that's what Desiree is hoping for as well, is to develop that. To get the word out that this is who we are, this is what we have, and there's thousands of us that have this condition.
Yeah.
So,
drug companies who are working with possible treatments and drug trials, and we've seen some presentations by them, and I'm just hoping that they continue. And then they want to continue to listen to us. The drug companies are listening to us and wanting to listen to our input and what we think and what's going on for neurofibromatosis. Some people always have that discomfort. They're just they're perfectionists about their appearance, and they just don't want to try to understand how somebody could live looking different or unique, as I like to say.
I still have my bad days. I have some days where I think, oh, I just don't feel really happy today, but then I get up and I choose to be happy that day. So yeah, I have some bad things that happen to me and don't feel good about some things, but I try and shake that off and choose to be happy and move on. Who have this condition, who have it to the same extreme or similar extreme than Tim and I, don't leave their home because they're afraid of the stares and the comments. And I've had people say to me, maybe you should check out doctor-assisted suicide. That might be good. And or maybe just don't go out, or and stay in your house, or just, so it's just, again, the comments. And if you focus on those, you're gonna get eaten up. You can't. You focus on those positive comments about, no, you're okay. Like the little girl the other day at the dog park, remember I said to her, oh, your hair is so nice. She had lots of braids in her hair and ribbons. I said, your hair is beautiful. I love your hair. And she looked at me and she said, I love your face.
Just don't let those ruin your life. Get out and enjoy life, and get out and have fun.
If you're not feeling really happy, if you smile, it's good exercise too.
And smile actually changes your chemistry in your body. So smile, and smile more often, and you'll feel great.
Apple collection. The good ones here, I think. Hey Cinder, would you like an apple? Never forget the power of having an optimistic perspective every day.